Hey, shalom, shalom, mishpocha. Welcome to another edition of Ray Bash's Ramblings. Today I have a very special guest with me. This is Pastor Mike Chase from Larawick Free Will Baptist Church in Tilly, New Brunswick, Canada. He's a kindred spirit, a real great and close friend of mine. And, we're like peas and carrots, kind of like what Forrest Gump says. But he's got a very special ministry that he's just launched where he's going to area churches or wherever the Lord takes him. And him and his wife, they do Christian contemporary and Southern gospel style music. And within that, he also has like a comedy routine where he does impressions, dialects, different voices, and everything like that. And through these funny characters, this community that's living in his head that sometimes pops out when you never know.
Never know, dude.
He's able to address critical issues within the body of Messiah. His main thrust is unity in the body of Messiah and also teaching people or getting people to a point where they can recognize and understand their spiritual gifts and be able to use them. So, I'm going to turn it over to Pastor Mike here and some of these people that are living in his head. He's not bipolar. He's not biracial. He's not even no mental disability whatsoever. But you do have to be a little crazy to do something like this, right? So anyways, you'll never know who's going to pop out from the community that's living in his head. Take it away, Pastor Mike.
Chris, you're going on a bit of a rant. I'm looking at the timer. He's going on about, he's this, he's that. Listen, here's the thing. I was a nut before I was saved. I'm still a nut. I'm just a saved nut, right? You take it what it is. God will use you what you is. God made you the way you are, okay? Like, I'm not talking about different things. Don't misunderstand me. God gives you talents, use them. Use them. I look at the church. I go, come on. I used to be in gangs, in certain gangs in New York. I used to know this guy. You used to like a Fred P. Lepler. Used to know the governor of New York. Listen, us New Yorkers, we take things serious. We are who we are. We're the biggest and the best, right? So I'm looking at the church. I'm going, hey, there's a lot of you guys I wouldn't even want. Come on. You want to be the best, use who you got. Use your gifts and stuff,
So what can the Hispanic guy teach us?
Oh, tell you. Listen, I used to be into Cheech and Chong, man. Like, here's one of the things. You want to come to Jesus, man? He wants everything, man. Like, he can't just use a little bit of you, man. He doesn't want like 50% or 29% or something like that, man. Even not even 99%, man. He wants everything because they got like, say you had a barrel of apples, like 100 apples, man, and you got like one bad apple down in the bottom. It looks okay, I said, right? It's looking okay, but all of a sudden, man, something is starting, and it starts like this. It goes, it starts to smell, man. It's like something is smelling bad, right? And it's like Christian people, man, Christian people that say when they give their life to Jesus, man, you give 99% to him. All of a sudden, somebody's going, man, his attitude kind of stinks, man. Like something starts to smell bad, man. It looks okay, but it's not, something starts. So think about that, man. You got to give everything to Jesus. Why would you hold something back to the guy who made you anyway?
So it's like the 1% that can spoil the whole...
It's the 1%. Not only, listen to this, I say. It's not only the 1% that can spoil, I say. It's the 1% that can take you over the top, dude.
So, what...
Man, I'm telling you, dude, that's like something. That's like an inspiration, man. Whoa, that hurts my head.
And, Saturday Night Live says, if it's not Scottish, it's crap. What was this?
I like that thick brogue you're using there, lad. The Scotch. I have this, it's hot in here. It's hot in here. You got this light. What's that, a heat lamp? That's like 4,000 watts. Anyway, I was in a church service one time with a preacher said, it's quite hot in here. So I think what I'll do is just not move around very much. Oh, that's good, isn't it? He doesn't want to move around very much. I guess he'll not preach to the victims that are standing by the gates of hell. Oh, the gates of hell. Oh, you better not think his thick brogue down there. That's stingy. And don't get me started on that one. If God calls you to speak in a hot place, then speak in a hot place. Some of you who'll only call in them nice little cool places. Ridiculous.
So sometimes I've heard Red Green come out to play.
Oh, yeah. There you go again. Yeah, a lot of people said, by golly, they said, you sound like Red Green there. And I generally tell them, no, he sounds like me. One of the things they'll say, how did that name Red Green come about? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Oh, by golly, I guess we don't get an answer to that one. No, here really, it came about, my mother was always saying, let me put the hand on it. My mother was always saying stop, and my father was always saying go. So anyway, red-green. Yeah, so, yeah, we can do red-green there, but...
And sometimes the Godfather actually gives altar calls, right?
Yes. I gotta try to get the chin down. A venerable chin. Here's the thing, the Godfather would say, in doing an altar call, you people come here tonight and you're looking for some security, some peace of mind, right? Am I right? I know I'm right. And I'm gonna ask you in a few minutes to come ahead. And I'm gonna ask you to humble yourself. You wanna become a part of the family, you gotta humble yourself. And then you gotta accept the Father, the sovereignty of the Father. And as you do that, you'll receive some peace of mind and some security. Some of you people down there, you want it, but you're not ready. That's okay. It's your call. I'm not going to put a gun to the head. Sorry about that. But you might leave here tonight having not come ahead and accepted the Father. And you could leave, and who knows what's going to happen to you. You could last a minute, a day, a week. Who knows? Think about it.
And so there's also I don't know if this guy runs a convenience store, a hotel, or the Quickie Mart or whatever, but you got this Indian guy.
Well, we're not exactly sure. Some people say Indian, some people say Pakistani. I am not sure. All I do understand, it's all in the same general area. Anyway, Chris. But I get a lot of times, every time I open my mouth, people say to me, oh, are you a telemarketer? You know, I take great offense to that. I really take great offense to that. It is one of the cases, Brother Chris, that people look at you and they put you in a box. I don't like to be in a box. But if you would like to buy a good box, you can buy it at 1-800-66... Never, I'm sorry that I got that again. I'm not a telemarketer, but people put you in a box.
All right, and let's close this out with maybe whichever British guy you want to bring out. You got a couple of them.
Well, we could do the proper Queen's English, which, it has even correct body movements, you know. Or we could do sort of what I call the Cockney lady, you know, sort of the Monty Python rant and going on, you know. Sort of like, what's that one? She does that show, keeping up appearances. That's what it is. That's what we're trying to do today, is to keep up appearances. Yes, I love the Brits. I do. Yes, I do.
All right, so this is Pastor Mike Chase, and if you would like him to maybe come to your church or congregation to...
So you don't want to do the other characters at all?
No, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it here because we want to keep.
We're looking at the time. We're being very conscious. Go ahead,
yeah, and we want to keep a couple of these guys locked up in his head to surprise you if you decide to bring this crazy guy to your church or your congregation. The best way to get a hold of him is to email him at SethSong, all one word, SethSong at nb.simpatico.ca, and that way you can get a hold of Pastor Mike Chase, founder of Community Minded Ministries. That's all the time we have for today. Shalom and Shavua Tov Mishpocha. Tune in again next time to Ray Bash's Ramblings. Yes. Thank you. God bless.